Hi again, Doc here with another one of my projects. Let's put together one of these and show you how this is done. You can make them any size you want, use any kind of wood you want. Let's follow along and have some fun with it. Hi, welcome to Doc's Projects. Today we're going to be working on that cutting board that we showed you earlier. So we're going to show you a few tips and tricks to make this thing as easy as possible. One tip about this is make sure that your blade is completely perfect 90-degree cut. I'm not going to show you all the sawing because you know how to do the sawing. Not only that, but during the sawing, a little bit of an accident. I don't want this to happen to you, so be very careful when you're around power tools. Oh look, they're back. Just green screen fun having. I'm good. I'm all good. You can buy these from the hardwood store. I go to Woodworker Source in Tempe, Arizona. It's near me where I live. Now at one point I wanted to have a nice accent, so I took my Purple Heart that you saw before. I took it, cut it into narrows. And a lot of times in my design I like to have the accent stripe that goes through. I like to have it off center, maybe even a little bit more on one side. The reason I'm showing you this is because it's a creative kind of a thing. You can make your creative juices flow, move it around until it looks pretty good to you. So, I'm going to keep playing with this and we'll see what we come up with, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Okay, well, with a little bit of help from the wife to try to figure out what looks the best, we came up with this pattern here. This is what I use. Type Bond 3 Ultimate. It's waterproof, good for exterior or interior. Because this is a cutting board and I'm going to have the juice grooves on there around the outside. People will be chopping up meats and different things that have juices, so I want to try to keep this waterproof as much as possible. When you're doing this, you don't want to squeeze out all the glue. So you've got some coming out here, that's fine. But I don't want to squeeze out all of the glue because then I don't have enough glue in there to do what it needs to do. And at this point I got to make sure that they're all pushed down against the railing, because once it sets up, that's really hard to control. You ever known a shop that had too many clamps? Me neither. Okay, well, it's the next day. Gluing is all done. We're going to clean this up. Let's take this stuff apart here. Help avoid the glue. And this is what you'd normally expect to see. But then you're going to just kind of peel this stuff off, most of it. Always make sure you have eye protection and hearing protection, because this puppy is loud. Okay, as I'm getting ready to sand this, I'm going to sand it with a little bit coarser. I think that's about a 60 or an 80 that's on there right now. I'm going to start with that. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of a treat now. as I'm sanding, I think I mentioned before, occasionally I like to wet it down, and that helps some of the fibers of the wood to stand up and give you kind of a rough feeling, and then after it dries, then you can sand it down again. Helps to knock off a lot of those high spots that you sometimes get. But the treat is, when you get it wet, it brings up all the colors, and it gives you a good idea what it's going to look like once you put the final finish on it. Ooh. Ah. I can hear you at home saying, ooh. Ah. All together now. Ah. Ooh, ah. Just want to make sure that I get a nice even edge here. Then I'll turn around, get the other side the same way. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to take some kind of a bottle, this for example. I'm going to put it at the corner where both edges touch, and I'm going to draw a pencil line around that corner. And then I will take the bandsaw and I will follow that line to give me a rounded edge. Next stop, the router. Okay, so I've prepared the router to give me a roundover edge. I'm going to go ahead and curve it around. Got it clamped with a couple of boards here so that I don't mess up the face of the board. If you enjoy what I'm doing and want to see some more about my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And anytime I make some new videos, you'll get notice that they're there and you can watch them. Now this is not a very good template. I just kind of threw this thing together to give me the framework, but I'd like to give you a couple of sites that you can go to where you can see how they can build a couple. One in particular, the site is called Walker's Woodworks. You can look that up. I'll put it in the, I'll put it right about here too, his name. If you go there, he's got a special one where he shows how to build a reusable jig that's for various sizes. And it's really great. It's the best one I've seen. I recommend you go and take a look at that one and subscribe to him as well. Don't forget to subscribe for me too. Okay, so here I'm ready to put on the finishing. This is called Butcher Block Conditioner. There's a few different types out there. This is the one I've been using lately. It's got like four-fifths of it is mineral oil, and then it's got some natural waxes that go along with it. Okay, so try to get you some different angles to look at here, but yeah, it's a shame about the grooves, but overall I'll be happy using it. It'll be a constant reminder to me that I need to not hurry. Anyway, if you feel sorry for me, please subscribe. Help me to make some more of these. I'll get better each time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next event. Well, a little bit of good news. I found a way to get away from that problem that I had. I just had to cut down the size. Nice thing about cutting boards, they come in different sizes. I decided I'm not going to put a juice groove in there. This is just going to be a basic cutting board without the juice groove. So I'll put a few more coats on this, and this will be ready for gift giving or selling or whatever I decide to do. So there we go. See you next time around. Thanks for watching.